Hey Collective, welcome to Work Your Light. My name is Patricia and welcome to this actually spontaneous kind of guidance remembrance reading. As I am going through some transitional stuff and transformational stuff as well as you, or actually as well as the most of you. So, pardon me. There is one message in specific that actually came through today, something that I feel I absolutely want to share with you because it is, I do feel it is going to help you guys. It is about how do we maintain a good amount of not only confidence but also stability. I mean, the most of us are currently experiencing a phase where the only thing that we are able to rely on is our own internal stability. And now is the question, like, okay, so but what is it that gives me stability? You know, if for example seriously everything around me is kind of shaken, nothing is absolute, there's absolutely nothing set in stone, and you don't know like how to move on from here on, you know, that you have your own stuff in check, you know, you are taking care of this, but nonetheless there is still some sort of low-key energy lingering within you that is giving you some sort of uncertainty. Nonetheless, I know that we are heading into a phase where uncertainty is going to be the new normal, you know. I do feel that step by step we are really asked to lean into this uncertainty, to go with the flow in this uncertainty. But the question now is like, okay, I mean, as human beings, we have been born and raised in the way of feeling a sense of certainty, which is made by external influences. I get you. So in this case, I got today one thing that is to me the most important thing, and I do really feel that we are asked now to fuel this energy, okay? And it is the energy of the remembrance that we have been facing throughout our whole ascension journey. We have been facing a lot of these situations where we feel a sense of uncertainty, a sense of not fully groundedness in the way how we how do I say this, in the way how we learned to create certainty and stability. And the point here is, I'm going to speak from my point of view. Yesterday I've had like a situation where I very consciously felt my subconscious anxieties. And I've been really asking myself, how do I create uncertainty when there is actually really nothing left to hang on to? There is one certainty, absolutely, and it is the fact that through whichever phase we went through, we adjusted to it. Now remember, imagine yourself like 2 years ago, okay? And ask yourself, how would you feel in this right now moment if it would have happened 2 years ago? I can tell you from my point of view, I would absolutely be in a big situation of anxiety. I would absolutely, I can tell you, it would absolutely be a seriously depressive time for me. But what did I learn throughout all of these years was that we are adjusting the ability of the human being to adjust to certain situation is enormous. We can adjust to the most low vibrational dense situations that you can ever imagine. And I mean, human history showed it, like proved it to us. And now I'm being reminded from my guides, like, guys, these things that you think that is your weakness, use it as your strength, because that is our freaking strength. We have the capability to adjust to anything. And this is also something that we are going to adjust to: uncertainty. Because we more and more create the pattern in our brain that we know now, that whatever we are going through, we will always be adjusting to the situation. So, in fact, the situation that I'm in right now, if I would have experienced the situation like 2 years ago, I would be stuck right now in deep anxiety, fear, consciousness. And I mean, like for real. Now it's like, yeah, I kind of perceive the situation. I kind of subconsciously am able to feel this lingering anxiety and uncertainty. But what I'm able now to do is have a little frank and open talk to myself and say, like, hey, Patricia, seriously, I mean, how often have we been going through changes? And how often have we had the experience of being able and capable to adjust to the situation? And each and every one of us has the capability to do so. We just need to, this is a pattern that we are asked now to create. Work on it, guys. I tell you, this is going to be a big breakthrough for many of us. This is going to help us a lot, and it is going to allow us to shift into higher states of consciousness. And it's so important for us to be in higher states of consciousness right now. Having a talk with yourself and telling yourself, girl or man, like whoever you feel what applies to you, how often have we been going through change, and how often have we been adjusting to this change? And how often have we had the experience of saying, like, well, I actually thought it would be way worse than I expected it to be. This is all all of these things are in your frontal lobe. You understand? It is some sort of a new belief system, but we have to practice this new belief system of being aware. Yeah, it sounds very minor. I do get this, but believe me, this is a major change. This is a major advice for you guys to remind yourself of how often you have been capable in the previous years, months, weeks, however, to adjust to the situation and to not only get around with it or kind of managing yourself through the day, but also to build on it. We have been able to build on this certainty. It is a fact, because what right now, guys, for you is a certainty, has been an uncertainty in the past. So learn from it. We are creating a pattern in our frontal lobe. Remember, guys, brain cells that fire together, wire together. We just have to remember ourselves on and on and on. This is going to this is going to create a huge sense of stability within the instability. You get it? So really taking something low vibrational and transmute it into something high vibrational. Because what did we learn? We have always been capable of adjusting to it. Always. And it will always be. This is a pretty certain thing. However, we're gonna adjust to it, but we're gonna be adjusting to the situation. It is what it is. And humankind has been doing this for eons. You get what I mean. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I just wanted to bring that out. I do feel it is pretty vital for us, and it is going to catapult us to the next level. This is also a big part of surrendering. For those of you that haven't yet, I would absolutely recommend you watching the previous collective guidance for the next 5 to 7 days. So great. Now I'm feeling energetic and I'm ready to do the zodiac readings. Thank you so much for being here. Highly appreciate all of you. I'm wishing you a blessed week and namaste.